Good. Man.
I've been there just a few days.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I want to welcome all of you tonight to the 2022 Dighton High School Awards Night. I'm excited to be here and to celebrate our students and the accomplishments that they've made this year. Our students have really exuded the word excellence both in the classroom and in the competitive arena. And tonight we're going to celebrate that and give them some recognition for their hard work and all the things that they've accomplished this year. So we'll jump right in. I get to give away a few awards here at the beginning. Our first award tonight is the Governor's Scholar Award. The Governor's Scholar Award honors the top academic 1% of Kansas high school seniors. Scholars are selected from accredited public and private schools in the state. The program is coordinated by the Governor in coordination with the Kansas Publication Task Force. We're very excited to have a senior this year receive the award, and that senior is Emma Burrell. I'm going to ask Emma to stay there. Our next award is the Dale Dennis Excellent in Education Award. This award is given in honor of Dale Dennis, the retired Deputy Commissioner of the State Department of Education. Mr. Dennis has given many years of service to public education and has helped provide the leadership for financial support and academic excellence in Kansas schools. The student receiving the honor possesses the following characteristics: citizenship, service, scholarship, and self-awareness. Our selection for the Dale Dennis Excellent in Education Award, and who will be majoring in education next year, is Emma Burrell. The last award that we'll be presenting this evening is kind of special to me. It's the Hornet Award. We've talked since day one. If you remember, seniors, you were sitting right here the first day of school wondering who the goofy-looking bald guy was. But we talked about what Hornet Pride was and what it truly means to be a Dighton Hornet. This award recognizes those students who are true Hornets at heart. The Hornet Award is presented to one senior girl and one senior boy who exhibits the following characteristics: citizenship and participation, school spirit, leadership, respect, and positive attitude. This year's winner for the Hornet Award are Hannah Schultz and Seth Rupp. This time I'll turn things over to Anissa.
I have to move my stool over here. I didn't make this for short people. I didn't get blessed very well. I'd like to welcome you all here tonight. We are changing things up a little bit from how you've seen it in the past. I visited with the faculty and the seniors and said, what do you think about doing your awards at awards night, getting all your scholarships and stuff, as opposed to at graduation? And for the most part, everybody agreed they'd rather have just a special night for this. So that's the reason for the change. I also just want to let you know, this should be the culmination of everything. The seniors receiving the awards that they have got, the scholarships they've gotten, different things from their colleges. So technically, it probably, my heart tells me it should be the last thing done, but I wanted it to be the first thing. Mostly because the community gives so much support and help to you kids in a million different ways, whether you recognize it or not. The one that we're looking at and talking about tonight is scholarship money. And most of these people belong to a club or an organization that has done a lot of work on their own to make money to give it to you because they believe in you and they want you to have a nice start to college. The other reason is often there are memorial monies put aside by families. Somebody has passed away that was a true believer in education, or had a true passion for something that they want to pass that along. And the families wanted to take that money and provide it to you with the confidence that you will take that money and do good things with it and go on to make a change in this world, okay, in honor of their loved one. So I decided to do it here at the beginning because the younger kids, I don't think you realize just how important your community is, how much they give to you and how much they want to help you get along. And I wanted you to see what these seniors have earned by the community members and the area people that are here to present these awards, because they do believe in you and they do want what's very best for you, as do we all, okay? So we're doing this first instead of last just for that very reason. So you younger kids can realize how important it is to do your very best, not just in your academics and your athletics, but just being good, wholesome individuals, okay? Go out and you're gonna be taking care of us one day, so please be kind. Okay, so that being said, I'm gonna get started here. Everybody's been taking bets how long this is gonna go. My goal is an hour and a half. My portion, less than 30 minutes. So we'll keep this strolling right along. The next award is the American Legion Citizenship Awards, and Ruby Martin and Gail Stanley from the Auxiliary, American Legion Auxiliary will be here to present these awards. Oh wait, did I skip one? I did. Not quite. I skipped one. Tyler Ling, our athletic director, is going to present the Keisha Citizenship Awards.
All right, as Anissa said, these are the Keisha Citizenship Awards. These are for students who demonstrate all of these qualities. Respect, shows respect at all times for the flag, our national anthem, and the Constitution. Shows respect for students and citizens of the school and community. Respects both public and private property. Shows respect for student and adult leaders in school and community. Demonstrates a tolerance and respect for the beliefs and convictions of others. They also demonstrate responsibility. Demonstrating responsibility demonstrates the willingness to assume citizenship, responsibilities in school and community. Works to build school pride through activity participation in those projects which publicize, honor, and beautify the school. Displays good sportsmanship, whether as a participant or spectator. Is friendly towards new students and encourages them to become involved in school activities. This year's winner recipients of the Keisha Citizenship Awards are Tracy Kramer and Jaden Coleman.
The American Legion School Awards Citizenship Award is voted on by the faculty, and the students excel in the qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service. And the winners of this award goes to Mackenzie Doris and Porter Stevens, and honorable mention goes to Emma Burrell and Gabe Costello.
The next award is one that I'm just going to have Emma come right back up here. Come on. Emma has shown us just how wide her range of talents are. We found out that she had a young adult fiction book be selected as an honorable third place actually, in the region, our region of the United States. So we have a certificate here, says Dighton High School Certificate of Excellence is hereby granted to Emma Burrell for being awarded the Scholastic Art and Writing Award for her young adult fiction book, A Queen to End All Kings. This is quite an honor to receive this, so I just want to say congratulations. The next scholarship, this is actually a scholarship, and you're probably thinking, how did she figure this stuff out? I started with special awards, which is anything that comes to us outside of what actually comes through my office. So if the kids did something like that and told me, I gave them a paper and said, let me know everything that you have done. If you've been awarded things from outside agencies, anything you might have done scholarship-wise, or area scholarships. Instead of just local. We have several here, 2 or 3 here tonight that we'll be awarding that are area-wide scholarships. This one happens to be one. It is the American Family Insurance Scholarship, and the winner of this is Tracy Kramer in the amount of $250. The 4-H Council for our little district area has selected Austin Handy and Mackenzie Johnson to receive their scholarships. They're $100. Anne Marie Jennings is here to present the Lane Scott Electric Scholarship.
Okay, I'm here on behalf of Lane Scott Electric tonight to present one of our 6 $1,500 continuing education scholarships. The criteria was kind of based on GPA, community involvement, school involvement, as well as just what you're going to be doing in the future. And I'm very proud to announce that Ms. Emma Burrell has received that scholarship.
At this time, we'll have Harley Sharp and Devin Wackerle here to present the Masonic Lodge Essay Scholarship.
Bring you greetings from Anthem Lodge, 284 Scott City. The Dighton Lodge is one of the lodges consolidated with us, as well as Ness City, Tribune, and Will. COVID has played quite a interruption in the scholarships that we help present. The Masonic Grand Lodge of Kansas puts out the essay topic for essay contest. Local lodges are authorized to use them for a local scholarship, and one selected from that goes into the state. And any high school that's represented by a local lodge, an entry can go into the state, where they're eligible for larger prizes, which consist of $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, and then honorable mentions of $500. This particular incident here that we're involved in, when Dighton consolidated with Scott City Lodge, they included their building in with what they consolidated. And we didn't see how it'd be feasible for us to take care of it. So through some of the local lodge members, they sold it. And they asked if, they kind of recommended that proceeds from that go into scholarships for Dighton and Ness City and the other high schools involved in Lane and Ness County. This year's winner, oh, by the way, this contest is open to juniors and seniors. I didn't realize it till just the other day that the Dighton winner is a junior. This particular student is eligible for next year's scholarship, which we give locally is $250. And if she's the only one that submits an essay, her essay goes into state along with everybody else. And even if none of the other schools have a winner, Dighton, Ness, Ransom, and Ness Cities competing together. So we could send an essay in from each one of those. They might not win locally, but they could win state. We may have made a mistake. Anyway, COVID's kind of created quite a situation over the area, and we generally don't present the check until they're a senior. But through misguidance or misunderstanding or whatever, the check's already been sent out. And now, they used to recommend or want the checks to go for scholarship to schools, higher education in the state of Kansas. But through some of the universities and other schools deducting some of these scholarships from the original, the Grand Lodge decided, let's give them a check and they can use it anyway to get to further education. The Grand Lodge still prefers theirs to go for state, in-state further education. At the local lodge, we just prefer you use it for further education. This year's winner is Allie Van Leyenron. Go ahead and file for next year.
I'm going to elaborate on that for just a second. Those of you that are younger, pay attention to this. I've worked with Harley for 20 years with this scholarship, and it's one that comes out early in the school year. And I told these guys, I said, you've got to fill this out. Do it, do it, do it. It's $250. I can almost guarantee you, you will get it because everybody's excited they're going to do it, and then nobody does it. And so I did that with these guys this year. It came the morning that it was due. I didn't have any in hand. So in the flex room, I'm telling everybody, if you have a minute, do it, do it, do it now. They haven't come to get them yet. And Allie took me up on it, and so she actually won the scholarship, $250. She's eligible to apply again next year as our yearbook class and the kids coming up. So anyway.
I read every one of these essays, but it goes to a three-person committee to make the selection.
All right, our next scholarship is the S&T Scholarship, and I would like to award this scholarship on their behalf to Emma Burrell, $2,000. All right, that's it for our outside things that I know of. I'd like to move on. I call these institutional awards. This is where I recognize all of the students, where they're going to go to college, and if they've received any scholarships or anything, recognition from those scholarships. So when I call your name, I would appreciate it if you would come and sit down here. The first school is Fort Hays State University, Emma Burrell and Trevor Flora. Emma is planning to to attend Fort Hays State University. She is planning to major in music education. She has received a music scholarship in choir at a value of $3,000 and the Victor E. Incoming Freshman Scholarship for $2,750. And Trevor Flora is not here with us this evening, but he will be graduating, and he is planning to attend Fort Hays and major in business. Students, please come forward. Gabriel Castillo, Tracy Kramer, Tommy Gall, and Austin Handy. Gabe is not here. Gabe is planning to attend Garden City and major in welding. Tracy Kramer is currently undecided on her major, but she will be participating on the volleyball team. Tommy Gall will be attending for cosmetology with an emphasis on eyelashes. She has received the Marilyn Cook Cosmetology Scholarship in the amount of $500 a semester. It is renewable each semester that she is in college to help pay for the equipment and the kit, which is very expensive for cosmetology students. So these are our Garden City Community College. Oh no, Austin Handy, sorry. Austin is going to attend and major in criminal justice. She has also accepted a music scholarship in choir, but her amount is unknown at this time. Congratulations. Mackenzie Johnson. Mackenzie will be going to Hays as well. She's going to attend the Hays Academy of Hair Design and major in cosmetology. Mackenzie Morris. Mackenzie's heading out of state. She's going to go up north to Curtis, Nebraska, to the Nebraska College of Technical Agriculture, where she will major in vet tech and animal science. Jaden Coleman and Porter Stevens. These two gentlemen are going to attend North Central Kansas Technical College. Jaden will be on the Beloit campus. He is majoring in HVAC, heating and air systems. And Porter will be on the Hays campus studying culinary arts. Hannah Schultz. Hannah is planning to attend Tabor College in Hillsboro, Kansas. She has accepted an academic award. The amount is unknown at this time, as well as throwing the javelin on the track and field team. Coda King is not here this evening, but I wanted to be able to recognize him. Upon the completion of his studies, he is planning to ship out to join, well, he's already actually joined the United States Army, where he has enlisted as a cavalry scout. So I'm very proud. And Seth Rupp, probably the smartest one of all of us. Seth's gonna be a millionaire here real soon. He sleeps all year long. Well, he's been working all year helping Grandpa and stuff in the oil fields, and he is going to go full-time to working for Pope Contracting Company in the oil fields. Right. Now we'll get into our local scholarships. The first scholarship is the All-School Reunion Scholarship, and this award goes to Emma Burrell. It is $300. Ruby Martin and Gail Stanley will present the American Legion Auxiliary Scholarships.
The only stipulation we have for the scholarship is that they have a veteran in the family, a grandparent or a brother or a father. And the winners of the $200 scholarship is Hannah Schultz and Jaden Coleman.
Here to present the First National Bank Scholarship is George Von Leonrod.
I was told I just had to come up and look pretty, so I'm just gonna hand these out. First National Bank is honored to award a scholarship to Austin Handy and Jamie Coleman.
I will present the next award. It's my pleasure to present this award. It is the J. Reen Coleman Memorial Scholarship, and most of us know J. Reen very well, have very, very fond memories. Very good close friend to me. We thought it only deserving that it goes to Jaden. The Lane County Farm Bureau Scholarship. Let's see, I'm presenting this one too. All right, on behalf of the Lane County Farm Bureau, I would like to present a $750 scholarship to Jaden Coleman. The Louis Bosley Memorial Scholarship. I'm gonna fall off of this thing yet. The Louis Bosley Memorial Scholarship is presented to Tracy Kramer in the amount of $500. The Max Stanley Memorial Scholarship. Neil is in charge of this in honor of his dad. And he has selected three seniors to receive this, $300 each. Emma Burrell, Jaden Coleman, and Austin Handy. Darla Smallsreed is here to present the local PEO scholarship.
The local PEO scholarship is awarded to Emma Burrell this year.
We have a scholarship that will just be for this year. This is money that was earned by the residential carpentry class last year that was taught by Craig Doris. I've heard great things about that class. I sure wish we had it back, but it is no longer. But they made some money, and so we are giving this scholarship in the amount of $300 to Mackenzie Doris, who was the Rivendell Resource LLC scholarship. I don't know a whole lot about this one and the scout that's coming up, but I believe they were gas and oil companies here in Lane County that established money and left it with the district for us to give scholarships. So the first one is the Rivendell Resources LLC. It will be awarded to Porter Stevens. And Diana Coleman will present the St. Teresa Altar Society Scholarship.
The St. Teresa's Altar Society Scholarship is awarded to Mackenzie Johnson.
The Scout Exploration Corporation Scholarship is also awarded to Mackenzie Johnson, $200. The next scholarship is the Sky Stanley Memorial Scholarship. I am very pleased to award this one as well. Sky was in my sister's class, and I know she thought the world and all of him. Sky was a true believer in higher education, doing more and better for yourself. He had a passion for education, teaching it as well at the university level, vet science. He was a veterinarian, and he had a deep commitment for love for animals and education. This award goes to Emma Burrell in the amount of $500. also goes to Emma Burrell. The Lane County Community Foundation Scholarship, looks like Carrie's gonna be here, Chad, wasn't sure who was coming, just members. So they will present the next 3 scholarships. They all fall within the Community Foundation.
The Lane County Community Foundation Scholarship has been awarded to Hannah Schultz. And the Charles, Mary Alice, and Joan Bosley Memorial Scholarship has been awarded to Emma Burrell. And our final one that's awarded through the foundation is the Fire Science Scholarship, which is the Lynn Schrock Memorial Scholarship, and that has been awarded to Jaden Coleman.
Check that out. 30 minutes. I know my stuff. I just really want to thank all of you for being here and all the donors that do so much to help our kids. I know that they are very grateful for it. I am also very happy to say this is a very, very small class. I believe there's 11, 12 maybe due to graduate. 8 of them filled out scholarships, and as many of them as they were eligible for, they all did. All 8 of them received a local scholarship. So I'm very happy about that. Very well deserved. Good class. I wish you all the best next year. I know you're gonna go out and make big changes and hopefully solve some of this world's problems. So thank you for my part of this.
As they're coming up, I just want to say thank you to parents, the staff and administration of the school, and also this community. When working to build a program in a small town, it really warms my heart of how much support and how much people come up to me and say, what can we do to help? How can we help? What do you need from us to really build the program the way you want to? So thank you everyone who has supported us throughout this season. Our work started early this last year. We went all the way up to Kearney, Nebraska. We were able to take 9 girls where that place had 50 teams. They broke it out into 4 groups, and out of our group, we got 3rd. So I was very pleased with what we were able to accomplish up there. Then we took some girls down to Garden and we worked on our volleyball skills, and then we had some college volleyball players come up and compete against them. So I thought that was a great opportunity to support our girls. Looking back at our season, I am just overwhelmed with pride. We welcomed a new assistant coach who brought in good ideas and was able to show the girls some techniques and take the extra time with them when I was working with a different group. So thank you, Adrian, for stepping in for that. We took 2nd place at the Satana tournament. We took 4th at league. We were sub-state champions this year, and we went into state ranked 6th, and we competed very well, I thought, when we were up at state. We had last year's one Division II winner and Division I winner in our pool. So even though we didn't get out of it, we competed, and I thought that was truly remarkable from what we were able to accomplish. So we finished our season overall 27 and 11. Just to highlight on some awards that the athletes received, Tracy Kramer, she's our 4th year letterman, 1st team All-League, and she received the KVA honorable mention. Mackenzie Doris, she's our 3rd year letterman. Tommy Gall is our 3rd year letterman and 2nd team All-League. Austin Handy is our second-year letterman. Hannah Schultz, first-year letterman. Jessica Whipple, second-year letterman. Allie Von Linrod, second-year letterman and second-team All-League. Grace Beaton, Emily Korber, Peyton Schultz, Claire Davis, Charlie Kerner, Bella Riffa, Michaela Mudd, all received participating awards. We also had Tracy and Mackenzie Doris participate in the All-Star Volleyball Tournament in Colby, and their team, I think, came in second place, right? So that was awesome to have two girls up there in that. To the girls that will be graduating this Saturday, thank you for your time, the hard work that you put in throughout the season, and Tracy, for being my strong side left-hand hitter, your work ethics you brought to the table, and your ability to do the splits. Very impressive. Mackenzie Doris, for being my dominant setter in the 5-1 rotation. That is a task to take on, and I was very pleased with how you handled it. Your anticipation for the ball on the court and your consistency with your serves. You did the short ones that everyone hates, so it was nice having someone that could do that. Tommy, your middle blocking and hitting is greatly appreciated. Your power serves and being our DJ for practice that we miss next year. Austin, you have been our little helper with our rotations when Adrian and I have been brainstorming you to help us figure it out, and that was very appreciated. You being another asset for us in the front row and having your mom with those delicious donuts. So that was awesome. Hannah, your positive attitude, you have always been an encourager on the team. Your willingness to be placed wherever we needed, and you always gave us 100%. So thank you, those girls, for everything you gave to our team. My returners, I hope this year was one for the books for you. And opens your eyes to that anything is possible if you put your mind and heart into it. And try to do your best you can be, never cease trying, and anything is within reach if you want it and if you're willing to do the extra work. So thank you, girls. Again, thank you, community, and all the staff.
Seniors wanted to get you a little gift.
All right, have the football team come on up. Okay, it looks like we're missing a few, but it's kind of nice to have this whole growing stage here kind of filled up. So you see numbers were up this year's, which was obviously a luxury we haven't had for quite a while. I want to start off with some thank yous. I want to thank parents. I want to thank community, our administration, Mr. Ling, Mr. Hendricks, and Mrs. Lawrence for all their support throughout the season, and just all those supporters around town and within the community. So we really appreciate it. I also want to thank everyone that was involved in feeding the team after home games. That was awesome. I know the guys were hungry and coaches were hungry, so that was great. I also want to thank parents for Thursday night meals prior to Friday games. Really appreciate that. And I guess I want to thank my assistant coaches, Logan Ling and Ben Wilkins. They did a pretty good job too. Also want to thank managers Connor Wilson, Tyson Ming, Sean Redbird, and Braden Parker. They did a pretty good job there on the sideline and up top filming and everything else that was required of them. As I already touched, numbers were up. We had 20 kids, most I've ever had since I've been here at Dighton. So numbers are on the rise. It's obviously a good thing. Again, a luxury we haven't had. I wasn't sure what to do at practice there for a little bit. Just because we've always been so short, we've had to use trash cans to fill in spots and things like that, so it's nice not to have to do that. So, anyways, record was 9-2. Felt like we got a lot better as the season went on. Felt like our turning point was probably around the South Central game. Just being able to hold on and win that game down there on a long road trip was big, and I think that kind of carried through to Mineola. And we played an outstanding game against Mineola here at home against a good team and beat them 46-0. And that wasn't expected, but felt like we carried that through to a highly hyped game on the road at Buckland, and we were able to come away as district champions down there in that game. So that kind of led us to the playoffs, and we had a nice little run there in the playoffs, won a couple games, just ran into a good Victoria team and came up a little short there. I feel like football is kind of the ultimate team sport. I'm really big on the team aspect of it. These guys really formed a strong brotherhood, and we're very, very unified throughout the whole season. And I'm really, really proud of them for that. Everyone had a hand in it. I may not have shown a ton on Friday night. Not everybody got in on Friday nights, but I saw what all of our guys did throughout the week to help us get prepared for those games on Friday night. So everyone had a hand in it, everyone contributed. I'm really proud of these guys, their commitment to getting better, to improving. Last 2 seasons have been pretty rough. A couple wins in 2 years to go 9-2. So it says a lot about their work ethic and their character and just their commitment and dedication. They competed their tails off, and they earned it. Real excited about next season. We have a good core of players coming back. We're going to fill in some spots. Obviously, losing Jaden is a real big deal for us, and losing Seth, losing Coda. But I feel like we have some young guys that will really step up and fill those roles nicely. Our captains, Jaden Coleman, Max Neely, Ray Castillo, and Eli Wilkinson did a really good job leading the way, setting the example. We had some nice newcomers this year. Seth, been working on him for a long time, finally got him. Did one heck of a job at nose guard and really disrupting things. Carson Scheimer, he started for us at tight end and really did some good things, provided some depth on the defensive side of the ball. And we had some young kids that really stepped up and just did a great job developing and learning and just got better as the season went. Some football team awards, and these are voted on by the team. I don't have much to do with it, I just tally votes. The team elected or voted MVP was Max Neely, and again, much deserved. He had a big impact on both sides of the ball. Offensive Player of the Year was Max Neely. He rushed for over 1,600 yards and passed for just under 1,000. Defensive Player of the Year was Eli Wilkinson, and he led the team in sacks, tackles for loss, and he was second in tackles on the team. Most Improved Player was Seth Rupp, and I couldn't agree more. He made some really big strides as the season went, really became a force at nose guard and really solidified the middle of our defense. Most Inspirational Player was Ray Castillo, and again, couldn't agree more with that. Always getting the team going, especially when he needed to. And practice player of the year was Rylan Price. Kid's a worker. Took a beating every day and popped right back up every time that he got pummeled. So real proud of him for giving us a great look in practice and just an unbelievable toughness by that kid. Some all-league honors: Jaden Coleman. He was a first-team running back, second-team defensive back, first-team return specialist, and again, we're going to miss him. Big-time player for us, a free safety and running back, as well as a kickoff return, punt return guy. It's gonna be tough to replace next year. Max Neely, first-team quarterback, second-team linebacker. Eli Wilkinson, first-team O-line, second-team defensive end, second-team kicker. Seth Rupp, first-team D-line. Daniel Kramer, second-team offensive end, second-team defensive back. Coda King, second-team offensive line, second-team linebacker. Hector Wilkinson, honorable mention D-end. And Carson Scheimer, honorable mention tight end. And just to name a few, I'm not going to name them all, but Max Neely is a Wichita Eagle All-State linebacker, All-State linebacker, and honorable mention quarterback. Eli Wilkinson was a Wichita Eagle All-State, honorable mention D-end and kicker. And Seth Rupp was a Wichita Eagle All-State, honorable mention defensive lineman. So, heck of a job by those guys. Okay, now to Letterman. Jaden Coleman was our only fourth-year guy. Again, gonna miss him. Did some outstanding things for, obviously with everything that he'd been through, stuck with it, and really, really proud of him. So Jaden Coleman's a fourth-year Letterman. Coda King is a third-year Letterman. Ray Castillo was a third-year Letterman. Max Neely, third year. Hector Wilkinson, third year. Eli Wilkinson, third year. Antonio Dominguez, second year. Seth Rupp, first year. Carson Scheimer, first year. Daniel Kramer, first year. George Von Leonrod, first year. Zach Morse, participation. Pedro Arvalo, participation. Colton King, participation. Jace Ming, participation. Camden Smalls-Reed, participation. Rylan Price, participation. Peyton Redburn, participation. Jack Jenkinson, participation. And Boston Scheimer, participation. Really proud of all these guys. Thank you.
We ended our season with a loss to Golden Plains in the sub-state semifinals. We ended with a record of 11-11, which we were competitive in those 11 that we lost. Our season success was based off of the hard work and the no-quit attitude that these girls had. These girls put in the time and the dedication to be a really special team by playing summer ball, attending open gym. They were there on weekends. They gave everything they had in practice. As you can see, our numbers were not huge, but their hearts were. We played many games with only 6, sometimes 5 players due to illness, and we competed or won every one of them. Some of these girls exceeded my expectations with how hard they worked and how hard they tried. I am so proud of each and every one of them, and they will forever hold a special place in my heart, not only as a basketball team, but as a true family. Letter winners are as follows. Tracy Kramer, 4th year. 3rd year Letterman, Austin Handy, Mackenzie Doris, Jessie Whipple, Brianna Moughlin, and Allie Von Leonrod. 2nd year Letterman, Aiden Whipple. First-year letterman, Tommy Gall. First-year manager letter winners were Jalen Carlson and Emily Korber. In addition to the letter winners, we have a few other awards for two of our girls. Tracy Kramer was elected first team All-League, All-State Kansas Stat Leaderboard for both steals and assists, second team for the 2022 Sports in Kansas Girls All-State Team, honorable mention Keisha 2021-2022 Girls All-Class Team, honorable mention Kansas Basketball Association All-State 2022 Girls 1A Division II Team, honorable mention Wichita Eagle 2022 Kansas High School Girls Basketball 1A D2 Team. Congratulations, Tracy. Jesse Whipple, third team All-League, All-State Kansas Leaderboard for rebounds and steals, honorable mention for the 2022 Sports in Kansas Girls All-State, honorable mention Kansas Basketball Association All-State 2022 Girls 1A Division II Team, honorable mention Wichita Eagle 2022 Kansas High School Girls Basketball 1A D2 State Team. I also hand out a few awards for me personally for the team. This year are the following winners. The most improved player goes to Aiden Whipple. Aiden worked hard every day in practice and improved every game. She got stronger and more confident with every outing. One of my very favorite Aiden things is, even before she went into a game, or as soon as she came out, she would look at me, make direct eye contact. Sometimes she would have to tap me and she would say, "I'm ready whenever you need me." And she was. It didn't matter where I needed her to play, she was in. Our team leader goes to two seniors this year, Tracy Kramer and Austin Handy. Tracy was our leader, and we were a much better team when Tracy was on the floor. Sometimes we had to discuss foul situation with Tracy, but we needed her on the floor at all times. My only wish is that Tracy had as much confidence in herself as I had in her. But I appreciate how hard she worked every day. Austin is by far the most versatile player that we had on our team. She knew every position, and she was willing to play everywhere and wherever she was needed. Whenever she was on the floor, or if she was still on the bench, she was the best team player that we had. Our team MVP this year goes to Ali Von Leonrod. Ali is the most coachable, hardest working kid that I have ever coached. It didn't matter if it was practice or if it was a game. She gave all she had every day. Allie was usually the last one in the gym, and she stayed and worked on her shot until everybody else had gone home and she was still in there. She always drew the other team's best player, and she willingly accepted and wanted the challenge. There were many times Allie had to use her inhaler, but she wouldn't even want to come off to be subbed out. She just wanted me to toss it to her on the floor, which was illegal, but we did it a couple times. I want to thank the school for giving me the coaching opportunity, to the administration for the supports and encouragement, to the school, the bus drivers, Coach Ling and the boys for helping us in practice, to the parents for allowing me to coach your daughters, to these girls for buying into the system, and last to the seniors for your dedication and leadership to making us a true team. Thank you.
All right, I want to start off tonight by first saying thank you to a whole bunch of people that I really need to thank really bad. First, I want to thank my wife. She's not here tonight, but she allowed me to take this position. She had to put up with a lot of basketball talk for 4 months, and she was very much annoyed with it at times, but she had to deal with them. I told her sorry, but nothing I could do about it. She lived with watching film, taking stats. I even taught her how to take some stats, so that was really nice to have another assistant right there helping me take stats. Second, I want to thank all of the parents to all of these boys. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to coach these guys. It was a great honor. I just want to say you guys have all raised great young men up here. I also want to thank my assistant coach, who, like Coach Simon, isn't here tonight. Wyatt Habiger was my assistant this year. He did a phenomenal job. Coming into the year, having 2 brand new coaches, these guys could have very easily turned their head and said, no, that's okay. But no, they took Wyatt and I on with open arms. They welcomed us, and I really feel like we hit the ground running. Wyatt was somebody I could really bounce ideas off of, get some different insight from, which was really nice to have. I want to thank our entire school, our community, cheerleaders, bus drivers, the girls team for helping us in practice, just everybody that was involved. Thank you for all the support all year. Mr. Hendricks, I owe you a big thank you for taking my real job during the year as AD to allow me to coach these guys up here. You did a lot of tough work on game days. Got your steps in though, so you got to see what it was like for a few days, and I thank you a lot for that. Lastly, I want to thank all of these guys up here. Not all of them are here, but most of them are. I want to thank them for coming to practice every day with a great mindset and attitude. From day one, to be honest with you guys, I wasn't sure how good we'd be this year. Just seeing some results from last year, wasn't sure, but coming in day one and seeing the attitudes that these guys had, I knew that we could be something special, and they showed that all season, I felt like. There were a lot of days in practice that weren't fun for myself, but especially these guys, but they never complained. They always got right to work, never had a problem with it, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. Next, I want to talk about a few honors that I have. Just some team awards we'll start with. For our most improved player, these 2 guys really improved from day one to our last practice and last game of the season. We have Hector Wilkinson and Boston Scheimer. If you guys know Boston very well, Boston's a very goofy guy. But just from day one of practice, really uncoordinated. He took a lot of steps, and he is one of the most fundamentally sound players I've seen. So Boston, you did a great job all season. Hector, there were times this season that made me want to pull my hair out, but by the end of the season, you were one of our better players. There are our last 7 games. I don't know if you realize you averaged 8 points a game, 7 rebounds. That's what we needed from you. Great defense, so that's all we could have asked for. Our next award is our Hustle Award. A lot of you probably know who this award's going to go to. It's going to go to Max. Max Neely. He has a ton of hustle in him. I can't remember, was it the St. Francis game where you went diving, hit the bleachers, hurt your knee? But one of the games, went diving into the crowd, hurt his knee, said he was okay, came limping off, went back in, kept on hustling, dove on the floor a few more times, never gave up, so thank you for that hustle all season. The Heart Award, this player, this award is for the player who showed the most heart, I felt, throughout the season, staying late after practice and did all the little things. This goes to Carson Scheimer. Carson was in the gym every single night after practice until I kicked him out. Most nights he didn't want to leave until I had to shut the lights off on him and say, "You're going to get me in trouble from my wife." So I had to kick him out of the gym several times. Next award is our Defensive Player of the Year award, and this goes to 2 players. First, Daniel Kramer. Daniel is not the tallest kid in the world, but he's probably the most annoying kid in the world. Just practicing with the guys, Daniel jumps non-stop, and I always told him, that's gonna get you in trouble, because they're just gonna drive right around you in games. But not very many times did it get him in trouble. He's quick enough that he can jump as much as he wants, and a lot of times he's able to steal a pass when he's jumping. And the other Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Jaden Coleman. Jaden, I don't know, Jaden, where you at? Put your arms down for me. His arms dang near touch his knees. Jaden averaged almost 4 steals a game this year. It's just hard to get a pass around Jaden. I remember towards the end of the season when we were really ramping up practice, Coach and I were going against the guys a little bit, and Jaden was taking it personally, trying not to let me score. He never let me score, and he was just a great all-around defensive player. Our Coaches Award also goes to Jaden. This award goes to somebody who is a leader not only on the court but off the court, does all the right things in public, on the court, around his teammates, when he's by himself. He just carries himself so well. He's not a very big talker, but he leads by example. Can't thank you enough for that, Jaden. And then probably my most favorite award that we have tonight is our Mr. Fundamental Award. This goes to George Von Leonrod. If you watch George play, he plays very slow, but he is always under control and knows what to do. There is never a moment where he looks scared or nervous or anything. He's always under control and always makes the right decision overall. So nice job on that, George. I'm going to call you Tim Duncan next year. Big fundamental. Okay, and then I have some league and state honors. First and most important, we have our NWKL regular season champs. This year we went 6-0 in our league. Beat every single league school we played. That's saying quite a bit, given that one of our league schools won a state championship this year. So nice job, guys, getting a regular season state champion or regular season league championship. And then some of our league awards from the Northwest Kansas League. These are voted on by our other coaches in our league. For our first team, we have Carson Scheimer and Daniel Kramer, and Jaden Coleman was voted honorable mention all league. From Sports in Kansas, these are now our state awards that were voted on. From Sports in Kansas, Daniel Kramer and Carson Scheimer were both honorable mention all state. From the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association, Carson was voted honorable mention all state, and from Keisha Covered, Daniel was voted honorable mention all state, and Carson was voted third team all state. Like I said, I just can't thank you guys enough, can't thank the community enough, parents enough. It was a great season, and we'll get back to work here in a few weeks. We're going to start our summer league up in Hayes, and really looking forward to that next season. All right, thanks guys.
Some of you guys should have just stayed up here. High school track. Well, Mr. Ling made me look bad, so I better put a shout out to my wife for putting up with me during football season. She puts up with a lot. So, pretty well raises our kids during football season, so. Here's your track team. We get good numbers. Once again, have 28 out, 17 boys and 11 girls. And I've been a good group to coach. How about this last week? Busy time. We had four track meets in 3 days that we were involved with. We had to work, and then we had our quad on Thursday, and then we had invitationals on Friday, and then we had the Booster Club track meet on Saturday that these guys had to work. So very busy time, and I have some thank yous that I want to get out there to to some businesses and individuals for really helping us out with last week. So I want to thank Lane County Feeders for donating beef for our hospitality room. Really appreciate that. Lane Scott Electric for donating a bunch of cases of water for the workers. I want to thank Lewis Custom Fabrications. They made some javelin arcs for us. So I think they did that kind of labor-free for us, so really appreciate that. I want to thank the Dighton Booster Club, Farmers Bureau, Knights of Columbus, Ms. Stanley, okay, for the donations they gave toward a fully automatic timing system to get that in here to time our meets. We really appreciate that. I want to thank MJ's for making signs to mark distances for javelin and discus. Kevin and Mindy Bradstreet, they let Coach Neely and they let us borrow their post hole digger, gas powered, and that worked for a while. And you know, the ground's harder to rock, or was at that time. Then we ran into Zach Dow, and he's like, "Hey, I have a Bobcat with a post hole digger on the front." I was like, "Okay, yeah, we're gonna go grab that if you don't mind." So I want to thank Zach Dow, Chad Grubb, donated some metal. Kent and Michelle Scholl really have saved us. They allowed us to use their property to run off our discus and javelin. We were able to have 2 discus rings and 2 javelin sectors, and that just made a world of difference in helping our home track meets run really smooth and efficient. So really want to give them a shout out. Really appreciate that. Also want to thank all the volunteers that gave up their own time to help work the track meets. We couldn't do it without you guys. And honestly, it truly takes a village to really put that on those meets. So really appreciate everyone's help. Also, again, I guess we'll thank assistant coaches, Coach Wilkins, Coach Neely. He's supposed to be up here. I don't know why he's not, but and then Coach Ebright, who's really stepped up this season when we need her. There you go. Okay, again, good group of kids here to coach. Again, 28 of them. That's the best number that I've had since I've been here. So we're on the rise, and hopefully continue to move up in those numbers. Great deal of improvement throughout the course of the season by everyone. You know, the kids just flat out compete, and you know that's what we want. That's what we ask of them. They've done a heck of a job doing that. Hope to see all the underclassmen back out again for track next year. And I want to thank our seniors for their hard work and dedication. Some top performances of the season. We have Tracy Kramer in the hurdles. She's sitting good in the 100 hurdles and the 300 hurdles. She's getting pretty close to that school record on the 300. So we'll see what happens here in the next couple of weeks. Tommy Gall in shot put. She's getting up there. She's thrown just over 39 feet now and sitting really good in regionals. I believe she's sitting second in the state in 1A. So good job to her. And Hannah Schultz in javelin doing a really nice job. Again, sitting good there at Colby in regionals. Max Neely, I guess he's doing okay in pole vault. 14.7, that's pretty good. He's sitting at the top of the state. Hopefully continues to do well there. Hector Wilkinson in the sprints, 100, 200. Eli Wilkinson in javelin just had a nice toss here on Friday, 155.11. So that kind of puts him right there in the mix with the whole group of good javelin throwers up at Colby. Allie Von Leonrod in triple jump. She just almost hit 34 the other day, so she's, you know, nice little improvement there on Friday here at our home meet. Again, she works really hard at that. Also, girls and boys 4x1. Boys are right there to mix up at Colby at regionals, and our girls with a nice surprise there on Friday. Took 2 seconds off their 4x1 time, and I think are sitting third in regionals at Colby there. So got some kids that are sitting good, and that's just to name a few. You know, all of them have worked really hard this track season. We have some other kids that are right there in the mix, and hopefully, you know, just perform really well here down the stretch, and maybe we can, you know, get a good group up to or down to Wichita here in a couple of weeks. We still have league coming up this Thursday at Atwood, and then we have regionals at Colby on May 20th, and then hopefully state meet up down in Wichita. So, okay, your 2022 Letterman, and again, I want to make sure everyone knows, you know, we had the COVID year there, so we didn't have a track season, so a lot of these, you know, these seniors would be 4th year, and some of these juniors would be 3rd year, and things like that. But so kind of take that into account. Tracy Kramer, this is her 3rd year. Tommy Gall, 3rd year. Mackenzie Doris, 2nd year. Jaden Coleman, 2nd year. Hannah Schultz, 2nd year. Ali Von Leonrod, 2nd year. Eli Wilkinson, 2nd year. Max Neely, 2nd year. Hector Wilkinson, 2nd year. Ray Castillo, 2nd year. Aiden Whipple, 2nd year. Claire Davis, 2nd year. Charlie Kerner, 2nd year. Camden Smallsreed, 2nd year. Ethan Chaplin, 2nd year. Kinsey Johnson, 1st year. Grace Beaton, 1st year. Jessica Whipple, 1st year. Carson Scheimer, 1st year. Daniel Kramer, 1st year. Rylan Price, 1st year. Jack Jenkinson, 1st year. Antonio Dominguez, participation. Zach Morse, participation. Pedro Arvalo, participation. George Von Leonrod, participation. Austin Scheimer, participation. And Peyton Redburn, participation. Nice job, guys. Appreciate the hard work. Let's finish strong. Thank you. Powerlifters. So if you attended at least one powerlifting meet, come on up. Okay, so really good group of lifters here that I've had the honor to coach this school year. Kids work extremely hard every day, and you know, it shows. And it definitely showed at state powerlifting. This year's performance at state powerlifting was exceptional, with many state placings and some tied state records. It's just a lot of fun to be a part of. As a team, the girls were state champs out of 38 teams competing, and the boys were state runner-up among 47 teams. So a lot of good competition there, and you know, our kids have definitely worked extremely hard and have earned it. Just to name a few overall placings on the girls' side, Ali Von Leonrod was a state runner-up overall in her weight class. Mackenzie Doris was a state runner-up. Emily Korber was 5th in her weight class. Grace Beaton was a state runner-up in her class. And Tommy Gall was a state runner-up in her class. So nice job, ladies. Runner-ups there, but definitely was enough. I think the girls won by, about 20 points over 2nd place. So on the boys' side of things here, Hector Wilkinson, he was a state champion and in his weight class, so winning 1st place overall, and he also tied the hang clean state record at 330 pounds. Just an awesome lift, and we got some video of it, and just unbelievable. So Hector works extremely hard in the weight room and on a daily basis, so and hopefully he keeps that up. Eli Wilkinson, he ended up 5th in his weight class, did a nice job overall. Ray Castillo was a state champion in his weight class, and again, he tied a state record in the hang clean. Max Neely was 3rd in his weight class, and he also tied a state record in the hang clean. I guess hang clean seems to be kind of our lift. Seth Rupp was a state runner-up in his weight class, and Rylan Price earned 6th place in his weight class, all helping to get that runner-up finish as a team. So these guys work extremely hard again in class. During the summers, you know, they sacrifice a lot to come in and get workouts in. So, you know, awesome job, guys. Let's keep it up, and let's continue to work. Yeah. Thank you.
I can have the Scholars Bowl team. First off, I would like to thank USD 482, our administration, our principal, athletic director, parents too, for allowing me to coach Scholars Bowl again this past year. I also want to thank the students, seniors Emma Burrell and Gabe Castillo, junior Trevin Beasley, sophomores Ethan Chaplin, Aiden Whipple, Claire Davis, Bella Riffle, and freshman Michaela Mudd for participating and sharing your time with me. Traveling to and from the meets is an adventure in itself, as I get to know these kids a little bit more each time. Depending on who went where, the trip could be very quiet as they studied, read, or napped, or it could be a bit rowdy with music blaring, talking, and joking. At the beginning of the season, I asked the kids what they wanted from Scholars Bowl this year. The main goal was to qualify for state after having just missed it last year. After a slow start with conflicting activities, other commitments, and sickness, we finished with a strong team. We were able to compete at all 8 scheduled meets this year. The team placed 1st at Ness City, 3rd at Tribune, and 1st at the league meet held at Sharon Springs. They finished with an overall round record of 38 wins and 28 losses. It's very good, guys. We felt very lucky this year travel-wise, as Healy was the host to the regionals. Like most things though, it wasn't that easy. Mother Nature decided to throw some bad weather at us, and after a lot of emails back and forth with Healy, Acacia, and the other participating schools, the decision was made to postpone the meet at the very last minute. We did get to compete the following week though. The team did very well during the competition, making it into the final rounds, but came up short by 2 questions to qualify for state. Talking with coaches and students from other schools, we all agreed that the questions seemed especially difficult. So I am very proud of you guys and the season that we had. I also want to thank the community for all the support for Scholars Bowl and for our students. In March, we held a Community Scholars Bowl competition as a fundraiser. We had 6 teams competing for bragging rights. In the end, I think everyone had a good time, and I've already been asked when we will do it again. So we'll be planning something sometime soon. I want to send out a big thank you to several generous community members, Mr. Howard Richards, 2K Crop with Kylie Beach, and the Knights of Columbus for providing funds for new buzzer systems for the kids. So the funds that we raised with the fundraiser are going to buy team shirts for
the junior high and the high school Scholars Bowl teams in the future. Letter winners this year are seniors Emma Burrell and Gabe Castillo, sophomore Ethan Shapland, and freshman Michaela Mudd. We'll sure miss the fun leadership from Emma and Gabe, and I want to wish them the best in their future plans. I am looking forward to the incoming freshmen and next year's team, and again, thank you for the community for all of your support.
I get the cheer team up here.
Good job, Claire.
All right, Joey couldn't be here tonight, so I'm gonna take over as cheer coach for the night. You guys don't wanna see these moves, trust me. But, I don't know if you guys realize this, but cheer season is the longest season of them all. They start right away in August and run clear until basketball season ends in March. Late February or March, yeah. So, they go through a whole lot of work. It's a long season, a lot of hard work, and I can't thank them enough for that. They do a great job supporting all activities, basketball, football, volleyball, everything we do, they're very passionate about, and they're there cheering us on. So I'm gonna go through our letter winners for the year. Our 4th year letter winner is Austin Handy. Our 2nd year letter winner is Claire Davis and Charlie Corner. Our 1st year letter winner is Mackenzie Johnson, Brianna Mifflin, Jadlyn Cowson, Bella Riffle, and Jordan Cowson. Just thank you for all the support all year and all your hard work.
I would like to start by thanking the students and the parents that helped with Stuco this year. When I said I would be the Stuco sponsor, I didn't really know what all that entailed. Turns out we're in charge of both homecomings, choosing the theme for both homecomings, buying supplies, decorating the school, as well as picking out the dress-up days, doing all the dances and all those decorations. We're in charge of the fall bonfire, the fall parade, and both crownings. And as well as any other event we wanted to do this year. We held a few fundraisers, so thank you to all those that helped and contributed to those. We have raised around $800 for Stuco this year, so that will go to our homecomings for next year and whatever else, other activities we want to do around the school. We started planning homecomings for next year, and so we're excited to continue to see the school spirit grow. With that said, I would like to recognize our class representatives that we had this year. From the freshman class, we had Michaela Mudd and George Von Yonrud. From the sophomore class, we had Claire Davis and Camden Smallsbury. From the junior class, we had Max Neely and Jessica Whipple. And from the senior class, we had Tracy Kramer and Gabe Castillo. I would like to recognize our president and our vice president. Our vice president was Grace Beaton, and she will also be our president for the next school year. And our president was Emma Burrell. So I would like to thank all the students that helped with decorating and stuff like that, but I would like to thank both of you for all of your commitment, hard work, and your creativity, and all the crazy ideas you came up with this year. We wouldn't have been as successful this year with homecoming
I got 2. Come on. 3. Any more? Yep. Electrothon, we had 2 third-year lettermen. Of course, Ethan Chaplin, Trevin Beasley. We had 2 second-year lettermen, Gabe Castillo and Cody Pierce. We had 2 first-year lettermen, Adriana Perez and Jessica Perez. Now we took 3rd place at every race. We had 2 races in Hayes, 1 in Scott, and at State we took 3rd. I think that's pretty good. We got a trophy with every race we did. I don't know if we're the hardest working people in Dayton or not, but we do start practice at the beginning of the school year and we end it at the end of the school year. Practice every Wednesday, that's required. They come more than that. They work more than that. They come out during their focus time and they work on their car. Now, 3rd place, pretty good, but they also have an exceptional code of character. When we go to other towns, they hold doors for other people. When we go to other races, they help fix other cars. We lend out our generators, we lend out our air compressors, and I just feel proud to have this team underneath me because they just make me proud. Thank you.
It's me, Tammy Linenberger. I've never felt more like Tammy Linenberger in all of my life, those of you who know her, because I do not know what I did with my list for National Honor Society. So, I am talking for her tonight about National Honor Society. If I could have the 2 girls that are current members come up. We have Emma Burrell and Miss Beaton. Goodness, I'm forgetting names. See, it's time for me to go to bed. These 2 girls are currently in National Honor Society, and we have 2 that are being inducted Friday at noon as well. I know one of them is Remy Marsteller and Aiden Whipple. Come on up. Aiden will also, she and Remy will be inducted, I believe at 12:30 Friday into National Honor Society for next year. So if you give them a big round of applause.
This time I would like to recognize our cross-country team, so if our entire cross-country team would please come up. Mark was our entire cross-country team, and Mark did something amazing this year. Mark got me to go to my first cross-country meet ever. But I went to a couple of them and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching him do something that he enjoyed doing, and you know, it takes something special to go out every day on your own, to not have other people there working with you and pushing you and making you better. And so we really appreciate you representing us in cross country and the work that you put in this year. Thank you very much, Mark. We're going to wrap this up. I got to go a little bit longer than a minute, it looks like, just so it's more than an hour and a half. But we've got packets up here spread out. Freshmen are down there, seniors are here, so when we do dismiss, you guys can come up and pick up all your awards. They're in those packets for you. I want to thank the parents. I know it's a challenge being a parent to these kids who are so active and always going, and you guys get them up in the morning for early practice and weights, and you get them where they need to be, and you're there to support them. We have a great following in all of our activities, and I just really appreciate all that you do for our students and the opportunities that you provide. I really appreciate our community, the foundations and the people that donated for scholarships for our kids. You know, I told Tyler the other day when we were walking off the track after the meet, I said, you know, I'm so blessed to be a principal in such an amazing community. And this is a very special community made up of very special people. I also want to especially thank the high school staff, the coaches, the sponsors. We've got some amazing people that work with your kids, some people that do amazing things, that love on your kids, support your kids, walk through them through difficult times, encourage them, and I think they deserve a big round of applause at this time. So once again, thank you for coming out tonight. Everyone drive home safe, and let's finish the year strong.